So these batteries have been here for like almost a year at this point, and they've just been sitting on my desk. The only thing I can ever remember using them for, other than like my mouse, which is down here, is my Game Boy Color for the portable consoles video. I mean, I guess it's good to have them, like you can't really throw them away in good conscience at least. They're just up here forever now. Stream Deck Mini. Seemed like a good investment at the time, but and I like this thing. It works well. Nice buttons, they feel nice to press, and they're quiet, so they don't make a ton of noise on stream. But this would have been nicer if I could actually stream. Just whatever the hell is scattered around. There's like an Amazon gift card that's used if you want the f***ing code. Here's the code. Try to your heart's content. This has been used already, I guarantee it, and it's probably like 3 years old, so who cares? Shitty, bassy ass speaker that I use sometimes when I'm alone at home and want to like have something in the background while I'm making food. And then down there is my computer. It's a shitty little thing that I bought on Amazon. I mean, it's good for editing, which is what I got it for, but not good for PC gaming, which is why you only ever see footage from games on this garbage. That's zooming in, not out. You only see footage of games from this garbage in any of my videos because this is what I can record from. Otherwise, it's just stuff I grabbed from YouTube for like a quick amount of footage. There's something I think that's kind of funny about this computer. So, this computer, right, so there's a disk drive here, but if you press the button, if it was turned on, it doesn't open. I'm pretty sure there's not actually a disk drive on this computer. So there's just a button here that typically does nothing. But I found out when I connect this USB disk drive that I use for like very few things, but occasionally, you know, it's just nice to have one. That button affects this disk drive. Like if you press the button while this disk drive is in the like plugged into the computer, it'll eject the disk. Like, do most computers have like a button for a disk drive but not a disk drive? I don't think so. Usually it's either they have a disk drive and a button for that disk drive or not. But this is just a disk drive button made specifically for a USB disk drive. This is my Wii U. Literally got this just to play Mario Galaxy through HDMI, which Nintendo couldn't have waited a little longer at least. Come on. But yeah, I only own Xenoblade X for this thing. I wanted to try it because I love Xenoblade 1 and 2. Turns out I hate Xenoblade X, so never really had a great time with the Wii U game before. Here's the Switch. All these have like stickers on them. I actually kind of like the cute rainbow, but I just got a bunch of stickers at some point and started putting them on. There's some on my old microphone that I give away to a friend, which I'm sure she is very grateful for, considering the mic wouldn't even stand up. But yeah, I mean, everything works here. It's just... who would have thought? There's the PS4 with a bunch of printer paper and cables and on top of it. This is a bunch of box art that I was trying to print out, but I need to troubleshoot my printer. This for a future video that I haven't gotten around to fully writing yet. I just know this is going to be a joke in it, so yeah. I tried to print out some black and white box art because I figured black and white's better than nothing and I can get like colored box art later. But printer had other plans, so whatever, I'll troubleshoot it later. Don't really care. And then we have a script that I'm gonna have to blur out because this is for a special video. But I have 3 copies of it. We got the on top of my dresser area. We have this green fabric that I got from Joann Fabrics because I didn't want to spend money on a green screen, and this served its purpose well enough for what I needed it for. I really only needed it for for an actual photography related asset that I need for a future video. So for now it worked well enough. It's definitely not like a replacement for a green screen. I still need to get a green screen eventually, but for my purposes, this worked, and it was only like $6, so whatever. The eyeglass cleaner, bottle of antidepressants, which is great. Oh, and this fucking, this statue. This made me laugh really, really hard on Christmas when I got it. This whole shelf, like, on my dresser is kind of a mess at the moment. I need to take care of some stuff here. But this is just kind of where I put stuff when I'm not ready to put it away yet, when I think I'm going to need it for something. I might need all of this at some point, other than the goat statue, but that's staying up here just because it's funny. It's like a novelty. I can show friends when they come over. In fact, if I'm actually going to put this on the Winter's Warehouse video, here's a clip of me showing this to my friends tomorrow if they do come over. Hey, Aiden.
Yeah? Yeah? Is that from Goat Simulator?
No. This is just a goat statue. Right, the next thing I mention in the script. Okay, whatever, I'll pick it up in a second. The old Wii. So this is where I keep basically everything for the Wii. There's some memory cards in there. I think one of these is a Mad Catz memory card, which that's one of the only things you should ever actually buy from Mad Catz in terms of like GameCube. They never buy their controllers, but their memory cards are, I mean, it's hard to f up a memory card, honestly. This is the memory card that I used for the most part. 8 megabytes. That would be a lot more helpful if anyone knew what a megabyte was on the GameCube, because it went by blocks. This was made by Intech? I thought it said Intel for a second, and like that's kind of a jump. Apparently we got this in either 2015 or 2013. Whoever wrote this didn't have the best handwriting. Looks like 13. But yeah, I just keep all the stuff I need for the Wii if I ever need to hook it up in here. I don't know why I have 2 sensor bars in here. And honestly, I don't know where one of these sensor bars came from, because I have a 3rd sensor bar for the Wii U. I thought maybe I accidentally put the Wii U one in there at some point, but no. I just have a 3rd sensor bar for some reason. It might be from my dad. I don't know why I would take his Wii sensor bar. As far as I know, I'm probably never gonna have to hook this up again. Unless there's just like some reason I can't run something from the Wii on the Wii U that I need footage of. Like maybe some homebrew stuff or something, but I mean, the Wii U literally just has a Wii in it. So yeah, and like as I'm gonna say in the video, like I can play my GameCube games through the Wii U just fine. I have custom firmware installed on it, and that's not going anywhere. I don't have a lot of GameCube games, obviously. I'm gonna go over the shelf in a second, but the Wii U covers most of my needs for the Wii through HDMI, and that HDMI converter is terrible. Like I can probably find an example of like the audio crackling really badly whenever something like loud happens in a GameCube game. I don't know, but the crackling was just really, really bad. I forgot to record this bit. This is also where I keep all of my just boxes for consoles. For this capture unit, for this Capture 3DS, I bought a 3DS through GameStop for like $100, which, you know, good enough deal. Sent it to Loopy, who modded it for like $100 something, like $180 or something around that, and then had it sent back to me. And for some reason, when I got it back, it had this custom faceplate, and I know this isn't the one that it was sold with, because if I... Okay, I'm gonna have to get down the 3DS box, but this is the original. Well, this is the original for the bottom, obviously, because they had to take it off for the capture unit. But it just doesn't make sense to me that the original would look normal, and then just the faceplate on the top screen would look like this, unless like the paint faded, but it looks like just a way too natural a gradient for it to have just faded. And I've also never heard of the paint on these things fading at all, so yeah, I guess whoever had this before me, like, made a custom top screen or something. Maybe it's spray painted, I don't know, it's just, well, if it was spray painted, the cameras would, I don't know, it's really weird. Now I'm going to go through my drawers. This one's just where all the handheld stuff goes that I, like, am not using. Usually my Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, all that stuff would be in here. Game Boy Advance SP is in here. I think I gave away my original Game Boy Advance, which is why in the portable consoles video, when I'm talking about the Game Boy Advance, you just see me holding a Game Boy Color like this, because this is the closest I could get to a Game Boy Advance. Because I gave away my original one. This is just an objectively better product. Like, this works so well. I don't actually know what model this is. I don't know if this is the 001 or 1001, because being the idiot I am, I put a f***ing sticker I got from the doctor on the back. So, like, the model number is just completely, like, impossible to see if it'll focus at all. Yeah, I see the AG, but I can't see past that. It looks like 101. Tarzan for the Game Boy Color, I think. Yeah. Why is this a Game Boy Color exclusive? We're now on the other side of the desk. This drawer has a string from my NL Nia hoodie, because I was irresponsible with it. It's nothing against NL's merch. NL's merch is great. GameCube controllers, Wii remotes. I know this one is filthy. But this one, this Wii remote went through the washing machine. Probably doesn't work anymore. Been wanting to try it out to see if it still does, but if not, this could make a good prop. So I'm gonna keep it and maybe figure out a use for it in the future. Here's the adapter for the Wii to HDMI. This thing is a piece of shit. You got the alcohol bottle down here from the Mario Sunshine video, and a water bottle that I just kind of use for anything I want to drink that is not water. So I have another water bottle over here, and that's what I drink water from. Speaking of which, apparently my throat thinks it's time for me to drink water. And now, finally, it is time to move on to the game shelf. I kept alluding to this. You see, it's like thematic resolution, except it's not really thematic, it's just resolution. So on top here, we got weeb shit. When I first got this, I was getting really into Danganronpa. The first game specifically, I think. I haven't played the games all the way through, just because I can't really. I mean, I can now, it's on PS4 and I have a PS4, but at the time I couldn't because this piece of but this isn't even from the game, this is from the anime. You can tell by like the Funimation logo down here. I think, although I don't think there was an anime based on the first season, was there? I don't know, whatever. Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3, I couldn't find Spider-Man 2, but I know I had these for a reason. I mean, I brought them into my room for a reason. Now they're just kind of up here. I'm gonna move them back probably pretty soon, but I don't really like the Sam Raimi films, honestly. I like them More than the Amazing Spider-Man films, maybe. I haven't watched the Amazing Spider-Man in a while, but my favorite Spider-Man's probably MCU Spider-Man. Got Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters. This is the outer box for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild because I got the collector's edition of Breath of the Wild that, like, it came with the normal game. This box art is really cool, by the way. But it came with the normal version of the game, but then it also came... Oh god, okay, everything's falling over now. It also came with the Explorer's Guide, which is another thing I'll probably have to take a look at eventually and might put on this, but it basically just talks about the power of Amiibo, and it gives you like a guide to the Great Plateau section. It's a good thing this all fell over after I got the footage I needed of the Danganronpa poster, because I'm probably going to take this off the top of the shelf after this. The Pikachu Amiibo. This Pikachu Amiibo was named Pikabutts. I have no idea what happened to it, but it comes off the stand. It still works as an Amiibo. It just, like, the figure won't stay on the stand anymore. If I try to pick it up, then, like... It's actually sturdier than I thought, okay. We have this Eat, Drink, and Be Irish pin that I got from work on St. Patrick's Day. I'm not Irish, and also I do not drink and will not drink. And then we have this, because, well, we'll get to why it's up here. This box art is a f***ing eyesore. I hate how this looks. I don't like how they, like, split the box art, because both games have great box art on their own. Sega released these double packs, like, a couple years ago. This one was, like, 50% off or something at Target, so I was like, oh, yeah, it. Why not? I like both games, although I'd only played Sonic Mania. But it was like $15. Come on, both these games are worth like $30. This is worth like $100 on its own, but this is worth like $30. Okay. Now we get to my sorting system. I need to sit down for this one. I'm kind of working on a tight schedule here because my camera's going to die. So here's the Switch case. Keep all my games in here, but I have too many. So I have to like stack some of them, like Pokemon Shield and Smash Ultimate here. I kind of have to stack those. Not ideal, but which is why I'm going to start moving them back into the cases there. But yeah, I mean, everything fits still, which is lucky. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to get them out once you have to start stacking them. That's my Switch case. There's everything in there. And then if I can move all this printer stuff, my Nintendo 3DS case. Obviously this was made for the original DS, but my brother actually got it with his original 3DS. And it fits 3DS game cards too, obviously, because they're the same other than the little wedge at the top. These are all the 3DS games I own physically, other than one that's in my 3DS and then one that's in my other 3DS that I use. It's got Ocarina of Time, Pokemon Ultra Sun, Link Between Worlds, which I got both those Zelda games with my new 3DS. Pokemon Ultra Moon, Smash for 3DS, which doesn't actually work anymore. I also have Pokemon Moon in one of my 3DSs, and then I have James Noir's Hollywood Crimes in my Capture 3DS, because I had to get footage of the title screen. But, yeah. No, these cases kind of... this one is actually really nice. I really enjoy this one. Switch case! It's good if I have to take my Switch with me, but it doesn't really have enough room for all the games, so I'd like to get one that's more similar to this at some point. One that, like... This one has so much space for games, because you have the first page here, which holds 9. 9 more here, 9 more here. Stylus holder. This is for, like, accessories or whatever, and then you keep the DS in here. And this part is Velcro. It's completely detachable. This is really neat. This is just really, really cool to me. But I would like to find something similar to this for the Switch at some point. Because this was a really cool case. I don't know if it's officially made by Nintendo. I feel like it probably is. Because that's the only company that is on it. But yeah, Yeah, that was a look at my my gaming space, as I'm calling the video. Have a lot of memories in here.